Hello everybody, this is Thannus here, and today we're back in Luigi's mansion. In the last episode, we finished up a few more ghosts, specifically the ones in the kitchen and the dining room, and today we're going to be moving on to the next major boss ghost, actually. Which is pretty nice indeed that we're finally moving on to that spot. So, where we want to go ahead and actually head right on back in here. And it looks like I have to fix my controller setup, so give me a second. Alright, so it's all fixed up. So now it's time to just carry on. Actually, before we do this, we're gonna actually move into this room right here, and we're gonna see if we can capture the boo that ran away from us last time. We should be able to do it just fine this time, but I want to just try and see if we can get it. Hopefully, we can manage it this time. This one right here? No? This one? Where is this thing? That's a bomb. So that ain't what we're looking for. It's literally in the same spot. Alright. Let's do this. Capture Game Boo. Heck yeah, there we go. That is what I'm talking about. I don't know why it was so difficult for us last time. Let's just send Egad the Boo and move on with our day. Alright, anyway, like I said, we're going to be moving on to the next major boss in this game. Now, I don't know if what we did in the kitchen last time is saved properly or not. I believe I did save it, but I want to just make sure. We're going to ignore him. Alright. Real quick, I am going to grab one of the flame ghosts here. And now we're going to move on. Just going in the kitchen. Yeah, it looks like we got to clear the kitchen again. No big deal. Honestly speaking. Actually, no, I don't think we did clear the kitchen last time, so never mind on that department. I think it'll be fine. No repeat here. 100% new here. Let's go ahead and see if we can find some way to get this ghost to appear. Oh! No! What? How did that even happen? He disappeared immediately. That's not very fair. Whatever. Like I said, we're not going for all of them. Or we're not going for all of the scared ghosts. Okay, so this here is an ice ghost. What you want to do, you want to go ahead and light them on fire. And the fire is literally how you... the only way to... as far as I'm aware, it's the only way to get rid of them. Alright, we're already right next to the boo, I believe, so we're going to go ahead and handle him in a moment. But just briefly, I want to see if I can get any gold from in here. Got a heart from here. Turn around, Luigi. We got our gyro controls working again, although I don't know how long that's going to last. Alright, not that one. That is not the boo. Let's go ahead and open this chest real quick, actually. And we have ourselves the water medal. Or the water, whatever it's called. Hey now, Luigi, what have you stumbled across? Oh, this time it's a water element medal. Now you can use the water element. My research shows that these particular elemental ghosts leave their watery dwellings whenever you approach. You know the drill. Vacuum them up. Use L to expel them once they're vacuumed. If you can press and hold L, you can press A to shoot out a big ball of water. Here there are some ghosts that can be defeated only with water, actually. Also, remember that water has purifying properties, so use it well. I'm opening up my timer for the recording. Don't get too caught up with your new squirt gun, Luigi. Alright, thanks for the advice, Egad. So like he said, we can now use the water element with this bad boy. First, let's see if we can get any gold from these lights here. We're going to pick up the water ghost in just a second. Alright. And just spray this door here. Now let's see if we can find this Boo. There he is. Bulldog. He has 80 health. That is egregious. But it looks like we have him handled. Yep. Alright. There is our 15th, or no, 14th Boo, sorry. I'm just picking up the boos as we go to each room. The plants in the mansion could use some attention, as long as you're cleaning the place up anyway. Why don't you help them out? You know what plants like, right? Okay, now send me the boo and all the data you got. Alright, so I guess we can water plants. Not much of a reason to start working on that just yet, but we will keep it in mind for later. Alright. So, we have yet another ghost here. We go ahead and scan him. It's just a dog. Alright. I don't know what we need this water for. I don't know if we're supposed to fill this bowl or not. What we're supposed to do. Ah! Use the water on this bone here. I believe. Mr. Bones will appear. And once he does... God dang it. We'll go ahead and just avoid him first. Then capture Mr. Bones first off. Before you capture the dog. Mr. Bones is just actually a normal ghost. He's not a special ghost. But once you capture him, the dog will move on to try and get the bone. And then you can start capturing the dog as well. Pretty simple here. Come on. This dog is having some problems though. Alright. I don't want to touch that poison mushroom. Ooh, that was close. He dropped another one? I didn't know that was possible. I thought they only dropped one. Whatever. We managed to go that entire capture without touching the poison mushroom or tripping. Now, I don't know what the point of this still wiggling is. Not much of a point, I see. Alright, so now that this is glowing like that, you can actually scan it, and suddenly you will be transported into the graveyard. Very interesting. I don't believe we need the fire here, but we're going to take it just in case. And if we actually scan the graveyard, or a gravestone, Luigi will say, I guess you just can't plan for this sort of thing. Okay, morbid. So, you might notice, shaking some of these tombstones gives you a heart. Very useful, I guess. Especially considering what we're about to do. But none of these are really fruitful to mess with. Especially since we're full on health. However, if we go ahead and mess with this middle gravestone here, a literal pair of Mr. Bones will appear, and we can go ahead and start trying to capture them. Just make sure you avoid the bones being thrown by the other ones, and you should be fine. Alright, now we have an extra one to deal with, so let's just get him out of the way really quickly. And finally, we have this one right here. Alright, come on. Oh. What? Okay, we're just gonna have to wait for him to reappear, I guess. Alright, and we got him. Alright. After capturing all three of them, this tombstone will start acting up like this. If we get closer. And here is our newest primary boss ghost. I don't know its name. I'm sorry. We'll find it out when we go back to the lab, I guess. But what you want to do here, you just want to absorb its shadow and then toss it right back at the actual ghost. Then you start absorbing it, and you can just work as usual from that point. Be careful not to be hit by the other shadows, though, because it will spawn more afterwards. This is like Chauncey in that there are set phases. It's kind of hard to capture it all in one go. I recommend capturing as many of these things as possible because it can be kind of an inconvenience to deal with a bunch of them at once, especially when they start crowding you. Okay, where's he gonna reappear? He's over there now. Alright. So just aim it at him and start consuming. Now, this is a comparison I don't think anybody's ever really okay, we're gonna get docked off for that. We're not getting the golden frame. The quality you complete a boss fight at is decided by the color of the painting frame that they're in once you add them to the gallery. And I believe on Chauncey we got... This applies to all boss ghosts, not just the big boss ghosts. But I believe on Chauncey specifically we got a gold frame, but I'm not 100% sure there. Bronze, the color of the frame will also change the image used for the painting itself. However, I don't know all of them. Alright, let's go ahead and get him. Are you kidding me? We're doing horrible. Okay, we're probably going to get a bronze painting for this one. This is a comparison I don't think I've ever seen anybody draw, but this boss does actually remind me somewhat of... Wow! This is a somewhat difficult boss, but I didn't think it would be that difficult for us to handle. Honestly, the gyro controls, now that they're working, are kind of messing me up a bit. It's making it a bit harder for me to aim with all of these guys in the way. Don't get... Are you kidding me? We had 3 left. Wow. Yeah, we're definitely not getting the gold portrait for this guy. Wow. Alright, we got at least 2 of them to go away. And he faded away right as I threw it. Isn't that convenient? Alright, where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Keep the... They are just cheeseballing this, aren't they? Making it very difficult for me to actually fight him if he just keeps fading away. Alright, I was gonna say at some point during that fight that he reminds me a lot of Bouldergeist from Super Mario Galaxy. Functionally, the bosses are really different, but I guess it's mostly appearance that makes me draw that comparison. Either way, I guess it's just kind of that specifically, because I've never seen anybody else draw that comparison, and honestly, if you think about it functionally, they're 2 entirely different bosses. But I don't know, something about that boss just reminds me a lot of Bouldergeist. Alright, and we finally have that green, door unlocked. Luigi! Luigi, can you hear me? Good to hear you're still okay. I lost your signal when that lightning struck. That was some battle you had there. Why don't you come on back to the lab? What? You think the lightning damaged the Poltergust 3000? Don't worry about it. Even if that lightning had shook your goose, your Poltergust 3000 wouldn't even have a scratch. Heh. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna head back to the lab. During these major boss fights where you get sent to a different realm or whatever, you don't really have much of a choice. Good job, Luigi, you made it back in one piece. Looks like you've got a vacuum full of ghosts there. What do you say we put them through the old ghost portrificationizer? That's right, we're gonna have to watch this process again, because we just cleared Area 2. Oh, yeah. The ghosts are invisible, so we need to press them into visible forms, and presto, turn them into beautiful ghost portraits. Yeah, I could see there we only got bronze on that ghost, so that's pretty fine, I guess. If their portrait is uncolored, then it's a bronze portrait. The ghost we had just captured and fought, that was very much a bronze portrait, so we did not do well on that at all. The rest of those look like they were gold portraits, though, which is pretty neat. I will say for the major boss ghost, the golden frame does look quite a bit different from the non-golden frame. I believe it also denotes it by the color around their names as well. Alright. Spooky is the name of the dog. I didn't know that much. And Bog... Okay, no, the border around their name does not denote their frame color. However, I can definitely tell that we did pretty poorly on Bogmire, because like I said earlier, you can tell by both the frame color, it's bronze unlike the rest of these frames, which are all gold, and Bogmire's portrait is a bit simpler, more like a sketch, unlike the rest of these, which are all like full-on paintings. What we caught... That doesn't look like 9 ghosts. We defeated 96 ghosts, though. Alright. And our total gold count goes up to 395,000. That is not how you say that, but whatever, I don't care. Alright, and since we got a bronze on Bogmire, I think it's a good time to go ahead and show you guys what the gallery is all about. This is something I've been referencing earlier, specifically the performance that you can have with certain ghosts. So there are 2 ghosts. I don't know why this one already has a frame. We haven't even fought this ghost yet. But there are 2 ghosts we have not done well on so far. It's Bogmire and this one right here, which is Lydia. Portrait battles are... We have to use the... Actually, no, we don't have to use the mouse. So, this is Lydia. You probably remember fighting this ghost. So, if we actually try the portrait battle again, we can actually have an improved score. And that will allow us to... This is also kind of the boss rush mode, or the equivalent of a boss rush for this game. So we can actually try our hand at capturing ghosts again and try to improve our time and our score. The score is influenced by specifically how efficiently you capture the ghost, and that is also influenced in turn by stuff like tripping, getting hit by the mushroom like so, and getting hurt. Now we still have 100 health. I don't think we're gonna get the high score though, but it is a bit more possible here. We haven't tripped at all either, so that's a good sign. Alright, so let's see what we got. I'm pretty sure we just got a silver, which is what we already had, but we'll see. Most recent score, 43 seconds, 100 hearts. We're gonna say no. But basically, if you do your best not to trip, not to hit the mushrooms, and not to get hurt, you will be able to get the new portraits. So I will see you guys once we have gold portraits for both Lydia and Bogmire. Alright, we captured Lydia in one go there. Heck yeah. And that was definitely a lot faster as well. So we didn't trip, we didn't hit the mushroom, and we didn't lose any health, and we got a much better time. Yeah, we definitely got gold portrait there. Alright, that's pretty nice. And also you can see all 3 of Lydia's portraits there. As you can see, the bronze portrait's more of a sketch. The silver portrait, it's kind of like the gold portraits, but it has no background and it's not as detailed. And then gold portrait is, of course, more detailed. Alright. And I'm not gonna record Bogmire's battle, because I don't really want to fight him twice in the same episode, but just know I am going to be getting his gold portrait as well. And actually, if we go ahead and go to Lydia's portrait here, now using the touchscreen, we can actually select Lydia's portrait itself. And when we go back, her portrait will now show up as gold in the gallery. And as you can see, like I said earlier, all of the ghosts we've caught so far, except for Lydia and Bogmire, well, now we've updated Lydia's, but Bogmire's is bronze now. Also, portraits you have yet to check will kind of flash very faintly. I could notice it. I don't know if you can notice it from how you're watching, but I'm going to go ahead and select all of these just to make them stop flashing. This isn't so much a required thing that you need to do, but I kind of, I have a pet peeve against notifications staying around. And, this kind of caters to that pet peeve, so whatever. Also, if we go in this room, we will notice a picture frame showing every ghost we've caught so far. That's not quite all of them, but we have a gold ghost, speedy spirit, purple puncher, flash, grabbing ghost, waiter, grabbing ghost, mirror ghost, dancing ghost guy, Mr. Bones, garbage hand ghost, ceiling surprise, purple bomber, bowling ghost, blue mouse, purple mouse, gold mouse, bat yellow, bat purple,
I believe there's a golden bat as well. And there are some ghosts we haven't even met yet, so... It is possible, actually, to not find or catch every single ghost that's in the game. At least from prior experience. And here are all of the ghosts all of the boos we've caught so far. We have been catching them by the room, so every time we clear a room of the normal ghosts and the boss ghost, we've just been catching the boo afterwards, but this list of boos can actually be helpful for those of you who are just catching the boo as an afterthought and not searching for them as you go through the main story of the game. Like I said before, you are required to catch all 50 boos in order to beat the game, if I remember correctly, so just keep that in mind. Alright, with that all being said, let's go ahead and just check out this back room right here real quick. This is the last room we have to check out. And in here, I believe we can actually find... No, never mind. I don't believe there's anything of worth in here, actually. I thought there was some way to view our gold coffers. Oh, you know what? That's actually with the touchscreen here, so we're going to go ahead and just... Yeah, that's pretty much how you show everything you have. Also, Mario's hat here. We acquired that a few episodes ago, but I'm not gonna... And I did mention you could bring that to Madame Clairvoyant, but I'm not gonna do that quite just yet. Just because we don't really have much of a reason to just yet. Also, there are these things in the vent up here. You can't really mess with those. They look like money, but trust me, they aren't. I don't think messing with this thing right here does anything either. Yeah, no. This is just the gallery. You don't get any benefit from being in here aside from being able to refight ghosts and looking at their portraits. This right here, this is your achievement list. Once you complete a certain amount of achievements, burning a fake door, watering a plant, those are all we have left for the beginner phase. Once we complete all of those, we can actually receive another tier. And this right here will actually turn into a statue. That all being covered, I've basically covered the purpose of the gallery and all we need to do here in the gallery. The gallery is completely side content. None of this is required for the base game, although it can be useful and it is seen by some completionists as something to do, especially if you don't have gold portraits for all of your ghosts. So just keep that in mind. That all being said and done, I will see you guys in the next episode of Luigi's Mansion. Bye-bye.